Hello again. Let me get this up. It went on a blink on me. The blankety 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 blank. It's like you gotta use all this technology. Lord have mercy. Whoop, whoop. It almost went by me. Oh, did I turn volume off? Nope, nope. Volume off. Volume off. Let me find it here. Hold on. Go down, go down, go down. Oh, there I am. I found me. Active. And send to you all so you all can do lives or alerts, that is. Bada bing. Bum. Go back to Facebook. Give me a few seconds. Hold on. Oops. Hey, Stacy. Hello, Miss Gonzalez. How are you? Hey, Vicky. I gotta find you on here. Oh. What? Okay. Oh. Oh, that's earlier today. Oh, I gotta refresh this. Jeez. Jeez. Sorry. Trying to find it on here so I can pin it. Oh, look at, there I am. Woohoo. There I am. Yay. Come on in. I know it's a little bit early. Oops. Then I usually go during the week or during the nights, I guess you could say. And oops. Let me do this right. Oh goodness. See, I have everything saved on there, and now I got to do it on here, so I can just copy and paste, you know. I always screw up. That work? See if we get that to work. Did I do that right? Whoa. Who's saying talk to human? What? Oh, I just sent myself my own message. Because your comments didn't come up. There it is. I'm such a dork. Well, we'll just leave it that way for now. Hey Sheila, hey Debbie, hey Stacy. Come on in, come on. Let's say hello. Oh, I gotta move my little thing over here. So you can see my little NonnasNuttykrafts that my daughter made. Hello, Susie. Susie, you're gonna be so proud of me. I have it all set on my iPad, but I don't have it set on here to do my pins. And I have to do it so I can just open and copy and paste. I think you're on yellow. Because we're gonna use the mesh roller today. Oops, I'm back. Here we go. So give me one more second, y'all. Okay. See how fast I can type. Oh, take my little thing away. The guys today made such a mess. And, oh, see, I don't have to use that on here. I need a lower table. I'm like short. Drives me crazy. I can't even spell. Things in my way. So hold on. Y'all just, here, talk to Heather. All right, just give me just a few seconds. Hey, Sally. Hey, Judy. Hey, Sandra. She fell off the table. I think she had a little bit too much to drink. Look, my dog's coming in here like, what was that? And I'm like, Heather fell off the table. Did you see her fall? She did. Trust me. I cannot type. I did not take whatever core, and I'm used to my iPad. Oh my gosh. Poor Heather. Poor Heather. Heather went out to lunch there. All right. So what I did, I posted on there. It should come up on the bottom in 1 second. Can I post it? Pin comment. There we go. Oh, look at that, Miss Susie Brown. I'm getting so good. So it's posted on the bottom there. There is an affiliate link because we're going to be using the Ultimate Collapsible Mesh Roller. And now I'm frozen. Hey, Linda. My first foot went nuts and I had to get help. Ah, Sally. Hey, Judy. Hey, Sandra. Hey, 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 Susie. Okay, I think I got everybody. Hello-wise. Bye, Heather. LOL. Why are you saying goodbye to Heather? She's crying. She fell. I know she did. She's crazy. Listen, Sally, she's crazy just like me. That's all I can say. Let's, whatever. So, the Ultimate Mesh Roller, I pinned down below. It's my affiliate link for Susie Brown's for the mesh roller. She also does have a gift wrap buddy, and she has a single version of this, the standing one, the one that doesn't collapse. There's a couple of variations. I think there's 4. So you can go on there if you want to go ahead and if you want to get one of these. That would be cool. No, you don't froze. I didn't think I froze. Hey, Pam. I see you just fine. Yeah, I didn't freeze on my end, so I don't know. Ah, thanks, Sally. Yeah, this is earlier today, this morning. It was a rather long live, I will have to admit that. And that's because there were, what did we count? Almost like 68 little ruffles in here. Little tiny ruffles. So we made this cross, and I'll turn it from the back to make it a little bit easier. I did it white, and I did the purple going down, like, for the cloth that comes down, on the cross is the purple. So, and then put some flowers and a bow in there, and just to make it a little foo-foo, but still you get the whole picture behind it. So, this is available on my Etsy shop. Oh my gosh. So, you can check it out. And if you see my gorgeous sign over here, NonnasNuttykrafts, I got all the comments, so I can't see it as good. But my daughter made this. Ta-da! There, now you can see it. I have to get another stand, and since I'm housebound, I can't go to get one. So I have that one temporarily. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Linda. Hey, Donna. I'm glad you watched the replay. Yeah, isn't that came out so cute. I told my husband, I said, I kind of like it. I may have to make another one. Okay, can't talk about the cross because we're going to talk about red, white, and blue. And let me just shut this door just a little bit. Hold on. If you're going down, just shut that so it doesn't echo. Okay. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Tommy. Beautiful. Yay. All right. So today we got a 3-dimensional wreath, blue, as you can see, and this has 18 curls, 10 on the outside, 8 on the inside. And this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to move this out of my way. Look at these cuties. Dun, dun, dun. Hello, hello. Hey there. You got your badges, so that means you're at 10,000 and something. Hit. Wait, what badges? Oh, yes. You mean my badge? Yes, for my top. Oh, thank you. I forgot to say that. I did reach over 10,000. Yay. Thank you, Tammy. I forgot. So, yes, if you see some people that say top fan, that means like commenting a bit on my lives and stuff. And that means I hit 10,000 plus. So, I forgot all about that. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I have to now go back and look. I just activated it. So it didn't show me, I enabled it so that it can show top fans on there. So I'm so excited. I forgot about that. We're going to have to do something special. Just because yes, I forgot all about that. I hit 10,000. Yay. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, so the stars came from the 3 Crafty Millers, the number 3 Crafty Millers, all one word, and they are on Etsy, and they come as a set. So we're going to design these. I think I had it, the red up top with the blue, and kind of going to kind of do it like this, like half of the wreath will be with the stars, and then they have probably with the bow, and I think I'm going to do a bow, terry bow with this one. So I'm excited too. I forgot all about that. I really did. Oh, Tammy, I can't believe it. And Tammy's a top fan. Yay, thank you. So I don't know yet, because these are really thin, so I'm not going to do a staple, because I'll probably have to really pad it. So we're going to use the cable ties on it. And I wasn't sure, because they're small, if one would work or two, so, you know, on it. So I didn't put any on at this time. But what I'm going to do is go ahead, once we get the wreath together, then I'll go ahead and do it. And I always say wreath like I'm on a wreath. So I'm going to put these guys here so everybody can, you can kind of see them maybe. I don't know. I have the, no, you can't see them at all, because I have it in a little closer today than I did before. So, you guys see my ultimate mesh roller. So we're going to do the base of this in red, and then I have this cool red, white, and blue metallic, that's okay for, you know, mesh that I did. So I cut these at 20 inches, and we just, I know, woohoo! I forgot all about that. I'm so excited now. That kind of made my day. So we're going to do red, and we'll put these on top, and I got the blue, because there's a lot of blue, red, and white in here. So I cut a bunch of these. I know I didn't cut a lot of these, because I think I cut like 15, because when we designed the blue, and you can see I have a plethora, ooh, like that word, plethora of, whatchamacallit, ribbons over here. And if you would have seen my table, this whole table is full with mesh and all. I said I was going to leave it that way to show you guys kind of like what our brains, you know, goes through when you're trying to figure out what you want to make. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to move my sign, because I got to get a different stand, because I'm going to hit it. Ugh. Stay wide. See, this doesn't stay wide. I want to get like an easel type one. I think would be better. All right. So we're going to do the poof method on this. So you can take this, you can either fold it back and do it. Doesn't matter which way you want to do it. I just want to do it this way tonight. Thank you, Joanne. You're in a big time, big time now. I don't know if I'm in the big time now. Sally, it would be nice, you know. Oh yeah, I have to tell Damon, my coach. Maybe he doesn't know. He's on his little vacation hunting, not hunting trip, work trip. All right. So the reason why I'm spinning this around, I'm trying to find one, which I did right here, that's really close to the other one here. So when I come down from here to the mesh, I'm not like reaching across with the mesh and wasting mesh. So that's what I was looking for just now. So I'm going to, you know, take this, put it in the first. Oh, I'm just excited. I forgot all about that. Ooh. God, little things in life, you know? Why is this not separating? There we go. See, I'm all kabobbled now because I hit 10,000. Oh. See, I wish we could sing like, I don't know, is there a song? Where did you get the wreath frame from, please? Stacy. Good question. I had a tag on it, I think. Hold on. I think I had a tag on it. No. Maybe I didn't have a tag on it. I thought I had a tag on it. Wait, I did have a tag on it, because there's a little thing. I know I did. But where is it? Where did it come from? Oh, made in China. Where did I get it from? Oh, it's either came from Deco Exchange or it came from Craft Outlet. But when you go to look for these, make sure, you know, because you can buy some from like Hobby Lobby and that, and it's still okay because they have odd numbers on theirs, that, you know, when you put the bow, if two of your tails are the same, you won't see it really with the bow. But this is an even number because they do sell them online and all too, where they have odd numbers here. Hey, Julie. So you want to make sure that, oops, that you get one that has even numbers. So it's like 8 in the middle, 10 on the outside. And this is about 15 inches. So this is going to be more of, I hit that right, a poofier wreath. I couldn't get the words out of my mouth. Oh, do I now have my wire cutters out? Wow. I was trying to be prepared. I found mesh on clearance. Did you really, Julie? I never find any mesh on clearance. I mean, at Hobby Lobby, at least. I've never seen that. Look at that. I hid everything behind the mesh. So I go about an inch from where I tied it off, or where I tied it, you know, with the pipe cleaners, whatever you want to call it. And then I go about an inch or so past them like, hey Donna, how are you? All right. So I'm going to do these poofs. I'm going to do the inside. This is going to be a little bit big. So I'm going to go 10 inches on the inside. Woohoo! I think we should go 10 inches. Right? And I'm going to do 12 inches on the outside. Dun, 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 dun. Hey Jacqueline, how are you? Look at Jacqueline, you're a top fan. People are top fan. Sally, you got to be my top fan. You're always on my things. You know, it's like, I always forget, because like Hobby Lobby, you can go to the back of the store and they have a big clearance wall, at least mine, how they have it set up. And you always got to look, you know, always go through the clearance. Sometimes they'll have it somewhere else, but in my Hobby Lobby, that's where they have it. And I always forget to go back there because I got some, why does this keep turning? I keep turning it under and it keeps coming back to the top. You're under. Okay, 10 inches. Hey, Melissa. I don't have an AC Moore by me. Yellow, pink, purple, 21 inch for $2.49 each, Julie. Wow. Wow. I have never seen it that much. I mean, that little. God, I wish I could find some mesh for that price. It fell. Oh. Hello, Miss Melissa. What is in the regular mesh? It was in the regular mesh? Really, Julie? Golly. You know, I went to, I don't know if you all have heard of Tuesday Morning Store. And I happened to be in with a friend, and this is going back a while, and they never carry mesh, at least not to my knowledge. And I happened to look down and saw a roll of mesh, and it was like $1 something. And I was like, for $1 something. And I used it. It's long gone. But I was like, wow, so now every time I like want to go there just to see if anybody has any mesh. Oh, I'm sure you did get it all. Sally started commenting a lot. I found the ones who shares a lot and comments. It helps. Oh, is that so she could be my top fan? She should be my top fan because I have known her, Miss Sally, since what? Is it September? October. I think it was September, October. Sally's been on my thing. She's a good lady, Miss Sally. You're my top fan anyway. Even if this stupid thing doesn't say it. Sally's always on live. She's a really nice lady. She really is. Sally, you going to Wreath Makers Live? She always comments. All right. So we're going 10 inches on the inside. When I get back to here, this little bit will be underneath, so you really won't see it. I'm going to open this one up here. Even though these are really long, I don't really have to, but I want to, just because I want to. And I'm not going to poof it out till I get finished with the whole bottom. So now I'm going to come down to the one where I said, you know, before down here, and I'm going to bring this down in there. And we're going to start on the outside. Now, because this is raised up, I may do, oh my God, my English is so bad today, may do a third row. Just to cover it up. Oh, this is my first time going. This is only the second Wreath Makers Live they have. And I think the first one was in June last year. So I'm just going to push these up out of the way. maybe it also helps you guys to see what's going on more. Why is my, oh, I hit 10,000 steps and all I did was sit here all day. I think it picked random because I'm Brittany Young, top fan. Huh, who knows? I don't know how this thing. You know, it, like I said, all right, so we're going 12 inches on the outside before I forget and tell you guys. It's going to be, like I said, my first time going, and I'm really going to be excited to meet people that I've never met. You know, I've only met them online, and it's going to be nice to really put a face, even though you see them doing lives or whatever, or they're coming on yours. It's just going to be nice to really meet the people. And I'm rooming with two ladies. One I've become, you know, really good friends with. She lives close to me in Maryland, Diana Richardson. And then there's Tamara McDaniels, who lives in Texas, who I'll be rooming with. And Polly Van, I don't know how to say it. Listen, I can like see it in my brains. You're not a sprinkle girl. Never seen a top fan on my page. If anyone else won, would be missing. Melissa, what it did, it popped up on my Facebook on my business page, and it said about badges, and you have to enable it. And I just received mine the other day. It was either yesterday or the day before. I didn't remember. And I didn't even think about it today until Miss Tammy went ahead and said something about it. And I was like, what? Oh, that's right. I forgot about it. So it's just a little exciting thing. It's like, you know, Fitbit gives you little badges if you go so many miles or, you know, whatever. The Verizon lady put Facebook, Verizon lady put Facebook that all you have to do is click on it and it opens. She said Facebook is having so many, oh yeah. Facebook always has issues. But we love it when we can go live and that they don't get a blackout where nobody can go live. So I'll take it for what it is. Oh, good, Julie. It's kind of funny because I'm in Damon's group and I noticed that I'm like one of his top fans now. No, Sally. Oh, I should have done that tonight. Oh, because I said I was going to do it in Patriotic, didn't I, Sally? All right. So my next Patriotic Wreath, we're going to do the states. Okay. So I will tell you that, and I'll put my notice will reflect something so that you guys know. Oh, I forgot all about that. Hey, you better slow down. I stopped working on my studio and made a welcome spring wreath. And hung it on the front door. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Do you know what, Carolynne? That's my ringtone, 5 o'clock somewhere. That's what I have on my phone. And the reason why I had that, I love the song, was when I worked in retail, I would get off at 5 o'clock, and I would always have my alarm because sometimes I get sidetracked with work, and even though it would be in my desk drawer, and it would be saying 5 o'clock somewhere, I'm like, oh, gotta go. See y'all later. All right, so I'm finishing up here. I came back around, and I think I will go ahead. I have enough mesh, and it's not going to be enough to do another one. So see what happens is, and probably with my ruffles, it may be fine. But I'm just one of these people, I want to make sure that it's all covered. Thanks, Jacqueline. Hey, Tammy. Isn't it just fun to, you know, it's just like a little thing for you guys, a little thing for us guys. Thank you, Carolynne. All right, so when I'm going to bring this around, I'm not going to make it really poofy or anything. Just enough to cover on the inside. This is what we mean by a third row, coming in between the loops. And I'm going to skip every other one. All right, so I'm going to open this up again. I don't have to technically, again, open it up because these are pretty long. But I just want to. And, you know, you can kind of zigzag it, meaning that if I brought this down on this one here, I can go across, skip one, and I can bring it up on the top one if I want to. Just a little zigzag pattern, just something different. Why not? Let's go for it, ladies. Let's just have some fun. Oops. I'm going to make that because a little bit more poofy on that one. All right. So then we'll come back down and do a bottom one. Why not? Oops. It's sticking to my mesh. My mesh is sticking to the mesh. Wait, y'all. Come on. But spread. That's okay, Tammy. Thank you. So how are you doing that? Meaning, Sally, how I'm going in the inside? Or the zigzag? I'll show you both. Alright, so when I came around, let's see. So I came down, oh, my thing came undone here. So I finished my last poof here. So in between here, what I'll do is I bring it across. So this one I'm going to do on the bottom. So I skip one, tie it in one, okay? This one, because it's on top, I skipped one, and I tied it on the top one this time. So I say the word zigzag. You know, it's not technically zigzag. So here, because it's here, I skip one, and then I'll bring it on the bottom one. Does that make sense? Thanks, Tommy. Yes, share, like if you're new and you want to get alerts from me. Type the word alert down below. You can also get notifications. I always say do it two ways. The alert is one way, but in case the bot goes on the fritz with their little robot friends, type anywhere on here. Those three little buttons come up there on the right of your screen, and type notification or hit the notification button there too. So here, because I went top, skip one, and now I'm going to tie it in on this one here. And I do it sometimes on these raised frames like this just because there is such a big gap in here. But when you put all your ruffles and everything else or whatever else you're doing on it, it kind of covers it up anyway. And depending on the type of mesh, if it's a real big mesh or, you know, a dark mesh, you may not even have to do this. But it's just, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. But today I feel like doing it, you know? Oh, good, Donna. So make sure when you type alert here, you'll get a message in the messenger, and type alert in there too. Because if you don't type alert in there, you're not going to get the live alerts. Alright, so we should be coming around to the end. Yes, we are. So I tied it up top there, skip one on the bottom here. Now, when you do like the Dollar Tree wreaths, and depending, white mesh, you know, is kind of see-through. And I almost did a white mesh today on this. I pulled one out, but I went with red. And we're going to finish it up with right here. And it doesn't matter which one I start on here. I'll just, well, I guess I'll just do it on the top. Alright, so we're coming to the end here. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm making it tight. I always make it tight. It may not seem that way to you, but it is tight. The loop is a little bit loopy. Excuse me, you can spread it out a little bit, but once we do the poofs, I usually don't spread this out. I just kind of leave it like that. Alright, so the same way we started it, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to bring it on. This has 3 rails, so to speak, 3 rails. So I'm going to put it on the middle one, because I did the first one. Where are we? Here's the first one I did on the outside. This one, I don't want to put it on the bottom. I'll put it in the middle, just so it kind of hides it a little bit. Where is it? Where is it? All right. So remember, this is a zip tie. You see it has a little bump on it. I always have the bump, like if it's on this one here, when I pull it tight, I don't want this to pull through that way. I always do it this way because, you know, when you cut it, it's a little sharp. So this one is in the middle. So it doesn't really matter which way I do it on this one. Oh, good, Joanne. Yay. Don't forget to type alert back when you get the robot in your messenger so that you will get the alerts. And like I said, hit anywhere on the page. 3 little buttons will pop up at the top. You're right. And hit notifications there too in case, like I said, Rosie's out to lunch, you know? She does that sometimes. She does her own little thing. Okay, same thing. I'm going to cut it about an inch or so from where I just zip tied it. And we're done with that. Ooh, ooh. Mesh everywhere. So let's just roll this up. And I'm going to take it off and literally throw it on the floor for right now. Because I'm not going to use anything. So see how easy that was with that? I love this. Love this. Love it. Can you guys see all the, you see only part. You see about half. There's still about another 4 rows of ribbon over there. And I haven't decided. You guys are going to help me. Because that's what this is all about. If I pick everything, sometimes I do. And, but this one's kind of fun. And I have so many ribbons to choose from. It's kind of hard. So I'm just moving my tails. Whoops, see that one rotated in. Okay, so let's poof. Look at that one came out. Girls, what you doing here, girls? All right, there we go. So I pull out the corners or the edges, but then I tuck them back under. Okay? So I always try to pull it out as much as I can and just tuck the edges back under. So it's nice and full. Hi, Nancy. You can't see we're doing these babies today. It's going to have 3 of them on here. And you could do a smaller wreath and do individual ones. But I think this with one Lisa bow right here should be kind of cute. These little stars. So they're hanging out down here. And those came from 3 crafty millers. And they are on Etsy. They have tons. Thousands of signs. Thousands. Hey, Lynn, how are you? So the little Patriotic Wreath. And those of you that were on the earlier, I did one this morning. We did kind of, you can see part of it behind me, the cross. And I wore the shirt and I was telling everybody, this is a little hint of what I was going to be doing tonight. And so I like to give you guys little hints and then you're like, ooh, what is she going to do? They are kind of cute, those little signs. I thought they were cute. The little stars, rather. Not signs. They're signs, but... Alright, so we came around. We did the top. Let's poof out the bottom. And then we can get to putting on our little ruffles. Well, they're not really little, but... Whoops. Wrong way. Oh, the wrong one first. Wait a minute. Where are you? Oh, I had it right. Crazy mesh. Crazy. I should do it this way. I have a question for everyone. Verizon must have set me up with Messenger. So when I go in and I want to share, how do you share on Facebook? Because when it shares, it looks like I'm sharing with Messenger. I'm stuck. Sally. So you have the share button down below. Now I have an iPhone, so I'm not sure how Verizon actually works, but I can tell you from mine, and maybe that might help. When you hit the share button down below, it pulls up where you can write something, you can share it or put it with a group. And if you do the write something one, and then if you want to put a little caption, I would say, oh, look at this rooster wreath or star wreath. And then you just hit, oh, what is that? So, like send button. And that's all that it has with mine. The wreath frame, it either came from Deco Exchange or Craft Outlet. I want to say Deco Exchange because I bought a bunch of his a while back. And I've had it sitting over there. Actually, I didn't know I still had it because I thought I had used all my wreaths that had this on it. Oops. You know, the tinsel already on it. I didn't tie that one around. Gosh, I have a tendency, some reason, not to tie them all around. Yes, you can, but this is a 3-dimensional frame. So meaning it's more raised up, whereas the Dollar Tree ones are more flatter. So it depending on what you want to do with yours, so that's something you can do too. I do use Dollar Tree frames, which are kind of the same ones that Micheals and Joann's and they all carry in the floral department. Nancy, it just depends. I mean, you really, to be honest, shop around. I don't think, as far as Deco Exchange and Craft Outlet are some of the places I buy from. I do have some other suppliers I will get things from. But, those, who else do I buy from? As far as frames go, that's really all who I buy from. But there's a bunch of people that you could buy from, or a bunch of suppliers. It's just really a choice. Oh, see, I don't have an AC by me. Oops, I put that one the wrong way. I don't have an AC. Everybody talks about AC hardware, and I know of them. AC Moore. Hey, Tracy. All right. So there's our poofiness. It still looks, it's kind of bouncy. Woo. So I've already pre-cut. See, I try to stay ahead of the game. So we're going to put these here. Let me move the iPad back a little bit. Let me move my scissors out of the way and the clips. So I need a bigger table. See, I need a bigger table. All right, so these I cut. I know I only cut 15 of them. Let me show you what I did. I cut these at 20 inches long, and all I did was fold it in half, overlapped it a little bit, and I crunched it. Yeah, it's just regular red mesh. You can get the red mesh anywhere from anybody. I know. Hobby Lobby has this. I actually just got this at Hobby Lobby. They had mesh. Was it this week? They'll run every so often. They'll do mesh at 50% off. I think they have some Easter stuff right now that I think their Easter is running at 40% off. So yeah, you can get them anywhere. Did it work, Sally? Were you able to share? Or is that what I did it? So did that work? So like a bow tie, you can put it either in this way or this way, okay? Depending how you want it to go. I have a lot here, and I think with my ribbon, I don't know which way I want to do it. Decisions. I'm going to keep it just as bow tie way. No, I'll do it this way. So that way my ribbons will show up better. So it's going to look like that. So like I said, I did about 15 things. Oh, yay, Sally. See? Not hard. We're here to help. But I wasn't sure if Verizon was the same as iPhones. So that's why I wasn't sure. All right. So I'm going to start on the outside and work my way in on these. I always keep this top jar open because it has all my utensils in there. And if I have my hot plot and stuff on there, and I don't want it to we're not going to be using those today. But on this, I could. I have some squirrely things up there. Now, because these are long and they're not sharp at the end, I won't be curling these down. I'm going to leave them up, standing like this. Now, underneath the sign, of course, I'll curl it down. So, no problem, Sally. Piece of cake, my friend. Piece of cake. Oh, that looks so cute. Whoops. See, ribbon. Looks like little, you know, what do they call those things? Okay, you guys have to help me out. It looks like a half circle when they have these hanging, like a little banner, you know, they put them on their, you know, banisters and stuff. There's got to be a name for that. Hey, Teresa. And I'm not really opening these per se. You see me twisting it is because I just twisting the twist tie around so I can put this in the right way, or the way I want it to go in, if that makes sense. Hey, Evelyn, how are you? If you want alerts, just make sure you type alert down below, and then when you get in the messenger, type alert again in there so you can get alerts, and also hit the 3 little dots, hit anywhere on here, and get the 3 little dots above and hit notifications. So that way you have it 2 ways. You'll see it on Facebook and you'll get it in your messenger. So that in case one goes on the fritz. Got a little wonky puff here. Okay, there we go. All right. Whoops. Don't stick to each other. And I found this also in 21-inch mesh. But I thought with the stars, this was kind of cool with the stripes and all on the stars. Is it considered garland? Even though it's like it looks like a flag, you know, like a half circle flag, you know, that they drape. That's what I was talking about. Is it considered garland? I didn't know. I've never had a porch or anything I could do that on, and I always wanted to do that, you know, because I think it's just so pretty. All right, this is going fast. And because I'm turning them this way instead of going this way, it kind of also helps cover. If I was going to be putting, like we stuff, so that you see the coral. I think I got some on the floor. But it helps to cover that inside, and that's why I said it's an option. A scallop? Is that what it's called? I never know the name. I think banner of some sort. But I didn't know if there was a technical name. I know it is like a scallop if you do a bunch of them. But I always wish I could do that. One day I'll have a porch. Has anyone ever tried to get a senior citizen discount at Micheals? No, I haven't. We're military. Hold on, some fell on the floor. Fell out of the basket. So I get a 10% off because of military, and because of business, oops, I get tax exempt. So, and then I can use coupons on top of that too. So, I know. What are you talking about? Wait, I know what you're talking about now. Not sure. Okay, gotcha. Good evening, Karen. How are you? Yeah, I don't know what they are. I don't know. It's scalloped. Now, see, I'm going to have to go research it because it's going to drive me crazy. And then you just pull these around. Ooh, it's so bouncy. Like a little trampoline. And like I said, I know I did, I think, 15 of these. 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. Because I did them short. One, so I can show you if I wanted to make another one cutting it. Yeah, we're retired too. My husband retired in 2001, just before the war broke out. They asked him several times to re-up, come back, and he said no. But he went over there like 5 times. So, it is what it is. You gotta go for duty. All right. So, the reason why I did that, because if I put the stars and I'm putting the bow, I don't need to, you know, I wasn't sure about covering up this. So, I may put another one here and do that. But, I want to do the tails on the outside first. And so, now here comes the fun part, y'all. See what the wreath looks like, right? So we're going to put that over here. Now here comes the fun part. This is always the fun part. Look, I brought out Christmas ribbon. Why? You're just going to, why did she bring out Christmas ribbon? Let me see if you can see all these as I pull out the ribbon. How far back I can go, or have to go. Okay, so you guys can see it. And I need to go this way. It's backwards for me. All right, because look at the stripes, okay? So we can do stripes on this. So let me pull out all the 1 inch first. Or 1.5 inch, I should say, not 1 inch. Whoa, whoa. Stay. All right, so we got a lot to choose from. A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Now we know we're going to have to use stars in this. Hello, that's just a given. Oops, I still got more 1.5 inch. They were hiding. exciting, I tell you. Look at, I tell you, girls, this is all, I got a bin here in case, you know, you guys come up with another idea. I got a whole bin down here. Ugh. See, I even got black polka dots. This is blue. Blue stars. And I got black like this. I'm not sure about this, but it has the black in here, that's why. I didn't want it to look sad. Half circle swag. Aren't they called swags? Patriotic bunting. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. All right, so let's decide on some ribbon, ladies. Not that we don't have a lot to choose from. So we know we're going to use stars. Okay, we know that's for a fact. And I brought this one out because I just thought, hey, something different. But I think we're going to ixnay that one. So, let's see. Ooh. I think these two. So you guys agree so far? It's called an American flag bunting. Ah, Sally, did you Google that? All right, so we're definitely going to use these two. All right, given. Hands down. I wish I had like red in that. That would be kind of cool. All right, let's think. Gotta think. Put my brain together. You guys chime out anytime. I kind of liked using some of this just because. That's why. I like this one because see, it has the stripes going around the edge there on that, so I like this one. Oh, if I do it, I have to do it red, white, and blue. I'm silly like that. I think it's going to go this bottom. Bottom, middle, top. So far. This is going to be a big bow, y'all. Big bow. I don't think this is going to work. Let's see. Chime out. Chime out. I thought of the black in there because of the eyes. You know, there's a lot of black around it. Or maybe it's navy blue. No, it's black. So I thought of the polka dots to bring that in there to bring some of the black in. Because it has the black polka dots. So we'll throw you away. Maybe I might put that on the bottom. And do red, white, and blue. Maybe like that. I know. Yep, definitely going to use the O black. I know, it's Christmas in July, right? Gotta have some flag like this in there. Maybe this one could be on the very top. Because it's not, it's like a silky ribbon, so it's not going to be good for the rest of it. I do like using one of these, if not both. I'm into the stars. Oh, we're going to have some stripes in there, right? This one's not going to be used. I think this is going to make it look so sad, but it's the colors. I think 4 for the bottom is enough. So I think we have enough of this. So now let's just work on the little babes. So we'll put these guys away. I should have left my bin open. I could just toss them in there. See, this is like a whole process. Hey, Regina, how are you? I do like the sparkly, just to give it some glitter. I don't know which one, though. Not this one. Too white. Maybe I could do it like that. Maybe this way. Do stars and stripes like that. What do you guys think? It's a lot of ribbon. This is going to be a big bow. I don't want stars and stars together, though. It's not going to be red, white, and blue. So we could turn around. Does that look good? doing fine. Candy cane one. Yep, candy cane's going to be in there. Black on the bottom to bring out the black. Everything else is red, white, and blue because that's what they all are. I think that will work. This is just fun. I think it is just fun to throw that in there. You know? Let's do that. So we have 8 ribbons. Alright, so this is going to be the top. Let's do these in reverse so I don't mess them up. Stick them on my little sticks here. Oh, I need more sticks. I need more sticks. Alright, so that's going to be next. Y'all got to remind me because I'll screw this up in a heartbeat. Alright, let me open this bin here so I can get all these others off the table. Go away. Go away, my ribbon friends. Go into your box. This is a whole box of Americana and like Navy and military. That's an entire bin. Well, this doesn't go in there. But look at that. We have a table now. All right. So we'll put our little guys over here. And let's start making a bow. And what did I do with my thing? Heather, you're stealing it. All right. So let's start. Now, where are my scissors? Okay. So we're going to start. Oh, see, I already picked the wrong one. Black goes first. Good Lord. Oh, I don't need scissors for that one. Oh, my magnets over here. All right. So, the ribbon comes from, oh, I didn't label that one. This is Hobby Lobby at Christmas. Hobby Lobby at Christmas. These were from Micheals. These ones here, I think, came from Micheals at one time. Who did you come from? Ooh. These were last year from Micheals. The star ones. This came from Wreath by Mary. I have a lot. Whoops, don't do that. Let's see, I already messed them up. There we go. So you can get them from anywhere. But I bought a bunch of these. Ooh. Who did I get them from? God, Lord, Carolynne. See, I'm so forgetful. I usually label them. I put it where I got it from so if people want to know. All right, so my tails on this. Let's do 16-inch, okay? Might be too much, but what the heck? All right. So this is when you do this. This is going to be a terry bow, and what I'll do is I'll move you guys in a little closer so you can see. Whoops! Now I got to get the bin cover out of the way so you can see how I make the bow. This is going to be one of those in and out things tonight. I don't want to move you too close because then I'll have to move you back out. And I'll move this closer to me. That's pretty good. All right, so this is going to be 16 inches long. This has a right and wrong side, so you will have to flip it up so you can do it. And then you have to decide how big you want your loops to be on each side. So 7. Do I want to do 8? Let's go 7. Yeah, let's go 7. So that's going to make it 14 inches across. I'm going to move this a little closer so I can see you better. I'm stuck on something. I do like the polka dot too. Now when you make a Lisa bow, you can make it in different ways. It's your choice. You can do 1 on the bottom, 2 on the bottom, 3 on the bottom, however you want it to go. I think I'm going to do, because this is going to be pretty bold. So I am going to put 2 on the bottom of this one to start. I like this too, Linda. I do too. So just go across. You can use your fingers to make sure it's at the 7. Whoops. Come here. Come here, ribbon. This ribbon, because these dots are like, I don't know, painted on it, it's a little stiff. Okay. So you can spread it out a little bit. I'm not worried about fluffing it until the end, but that way you can kind of see how that's going to be. And I bring it down about the same length, give or take. Oops, that is a little shorter. Oh well. Where am I from? Originally from New York. Where I am now, we are here in Virginia. I know. I said, whose name? Linda. I added an R in your Lynn. I don't know if you heard that. Because in New York, we don't say idea. We say idea. We added R at the end. It's kind of weird. I know. We're weird. Yes, I'm from New York. Sorry, I can't do it when I'm doing from the phone. The stupid telemarketers. Sorry about that. Yeah, certain words, you know, will come out like saying wreath with a TH. To me, in saying it, we say reef. It's almost like R-E-E-F sometimes. It's just a New Yorker thing. I don't know. All right, so I'm just going to bring this down. I'm going to bring it down about the same length. Technically, I'll probably cut it a little shorter, but for now. And this one, because I really like this one. So I did 2 here. I can either do this because this is a light one. So I think I'm going to do 3 of this. And I'll, maybe 2. Maybe I'll switch. Well, that's star on top or star, but this is a dark. I don't know. I'm going to have to see. I may switch those 2. All right. Hold that thought. Do I want the red or do I want to put star on star? I don't want to do star on star. No, we'll stick with the way I have it. Sorry, pins in my mouth. Not a good idea. Go away. All right, so I'm going to do on this one, I'm just going to bring it in a little bit. A Jersey girl. See, we say Jersey. Trapped in Tennessee. I know, isn't it? It's just wild. I'm just going to go a little bit lesser. When I went from New York and we went down to Louisiana, that was our first duty station. And boy, I got ribbed big time because my accent was, you know, total like, yeah, you know, and how about it? Yeah, you know, like that kind of thing. And I got ribbed so bad with my accent. But we've lived in the South a lot, you know, Georgia, Louisiana, Florida and stuff. So my heavy New York accent isn't there as much as it was. But if somebody starts talking New York that is from New York, I go right back into it. I'm just right back there. Now, if you're not sure if you didn't make these the same length, you know, or you think you may not have or whatever, you can just bow them up and see it and see I didn't make that. And that one came out a little bit longer. How did that one come out longer? Or is this one too short? This one's too short. There we go. There we go. Now we'll fix that one. Then we'll be fine. There we go. Alaska! Where in Alaska, Patricia? I used to live up there in Fairbanks. For 3 years. It was fun. I love it. I love it. So we're going to do 3 loops on each side, like I said. So we'll spread these out. So it's going to go in between the black. Little messages pop up there. Glen Ellen. So you were south of where I was, if I'm correct in saying that. We were there from 86 to 89. So it's been a while since we've been there, needless to say. All right. So that's going to be there. This is going to be a big bow. It's going to be a nice poofy bow. Born and raised. You know, it's funny because I always think that, doesn't want to go through. When, you know, being from New York, you always think, you know, you're probably going to be there, marry somebody from high school or whatever, kind of thing. And I look back and I'm like, I always wonder, like, if I never met my husband, you know, where would I be today, you know, kind of thing. Would I be, you know, still in New York or someplace else? I will pray for Munchkin. What? What did I miss? Oh, you guys talk that little language. Sultan Ridge. Oh, yes. That's south of me. Anna. All right, so this one I'm going to do 2. So you can alter these back and forth. You know, just depending on how you want to do it. If I wanted to keep it the same length, and I'm going just a little bit shorter on this one, not much, just a little bit, probably what would be equivalent to maybe about a ½ inch, give or take. Give or take. Whoop. And let's get this bow going. The bow is going and it's a-growing. One more. Flip that baby over. Doesn't want to flip. Doesn't want to flip. It's so short. Ah! Oh, gotcha. Okay, didn't know that. Well, good for you, Regina. I love The Wizard of Oz. As a kid, I would hide behind the chair every time the Wicked Witch would come out. Yep, that was me as a kid. And as I got older, I just love that. I have it on DVD. I also have the soundtrack because, you know, CDs used to be popular. Now everybody's got like Pandora and everything, you know. Gotcha, Miss Anna. Got it. That's what I call my granddaughter, though. I call her Munchkin. Oh. I don't know why I call her, my daughter calls her Kiddo. I call her Munchkin. I call her Sidekick. Whatever. All right, so this one, I don't know how many I'll do. I'm either going to do 2 or 1 maybe. Oh. Well, guess we're not going to use that piece. Because that ain't going to work, is it? I was wondering why it was cut on it was dovetailed on the one side already. I didn't pick up on that it might have been part of a ribbon I started to use and not use. Part of a bow, I mean. I might switch those 2. All right. I think we'll do 1. This is dark. Dark, I see. I used the top of her head as a tree. Last meet and greet. Hello, I never got her hair in any pictures. Annie, you guys are so bad. You guys are bad. Oh, I didn't make that a little shorter. Now, if I wanted to, actually, I'm going to keep this one the same length as the red one here. So it kind of fills in right in that spot where they are. If that makes sense to you. This is going to be a Damon bow. Oh, that's cool. But that's cool. My mom was 4 feet 11 3/4 inches. And she always made us say that she had that 3/4 inches because she was that close to being 5 foot. I think I'm going to go red than this one. So, and I'm 5'8", and I have 3 kids. I have twins, as you guys probably already know, because I probably said it a million times. And they're 5'4" and like a half and 5'5", the girls, but my son is 6'3". You know, but my husband's like 6'2", so, you know, you figured the height was going to be in there somewhere. So this one I'm going to do at least 2 on this one. Oops, come back, bow. My mother's egg was 5 foot tall and I was conceived. You're so funny. Wait, I'm messing up my bow here because I'm reading your funny comments. You know something that was said, which I never, and I think it sounds like it's probably true, is, so, like for me, you know, they say, well, your child is part of your grandmother, because I'm part of my mother, so when I get pregnant, or when I did get pregnant, the seedlings, like in there, you know, so it's already part of them. And I just thought that was a cool little tidbit of information. Does that make sense? This one's too big. There we go. You know what I mean? It's like, so like my kids have a part of me, which would be for their kids, like kind of thing. I don't know. Just the funny little thing. So we'll do 2 here. Whoa, come here. Come here. This is going to be one big bow, y'all. One big bow. But those stars are so tiny, so I think it would look okay. Instead of having one big sign on the other side. Oops. Wow, she's 6'2". Wow. Who go first? You play basketball? I was never good at basketball. Never. I tried out for the team. I was like, man, I'm too short to get that ball in the basket. So I did gymnastics and horseback. I played like every other sport. Volleyball and tennis and, God, you name it. I probably did it. Not field hockey. Didn't like field hockey. Why do I keep slamming my things down? Jeez. Carolyn? Now, this is, I call it the one-sided ribbon. Because when you twist this, I don't know. See, I don't like the stars to be upside down. Hold that thought. It's a me thing. Sorry, guys. I like the stars to be all, because the flag, okay, so it's a me thing being in the military. You don't hang the flag upside down. When you wear it on a patch, you always wear the stars here to the stripes going back. So it's like as if the flag would be waving. 5'9", and I'm 5'2", and my son's 5'8". What? What happened there, right? Kind of reverse engines. So hold this thought, because I may have to do this without being on there. Because I can make them go right side up. Oops, got twisted there. But I'm going to have to hand do this one. So instead of bringing it behind and twisting it that way, I'm bringing it in front, if that makes sense to you guys. So it's kind of the reversal of what you would do on here. And that way I'm keeping my stars on the top. And sorry, it's the me thing. I'm not going to put them upside down. I just got to get my sizing of my ribbon the right size here. Give me some more for you. Hold on. And this is one way, when you look at some of your ribbons, you got to make sure that you're doing it the right way. because otherwise it's not going to look right. One day, you guys are so funny. So see what I did? This one's kind of like in the inside here. This is where I started, brought it around, but then when I looped this one across, I came back in the front. So this one I'm going to do 3 of these. So now this time when I bring it around, I'm not twisting it in the middle, is what I'm not doing. I'm going to bring it to behind. Does that make sense to y'all? Because I want to keep my stars facing up on the top. And this one I will, let's see, I can't do it that way. I'm trying to show you guys how it's going to get all twisted. Come on. This one I'm going to bring so it comes in the front. Hold on. So if I do 2, 1, 2, I'm going to leave it at 2. No, I'll do 3, 2, yeah. So this one here, I'm going to loop it behind. So I'm going to bring it behind. So again, so that way I can keep my stars on the top. And this one will come around in the front. And then I'll put it in here. So it's a little tricky. That's okay, Nancy. The runt of the litter. Hey, my dog is the runt of the litter. So you see how all the stars still stay all up at the top? And this is okay because I have the stars out on the both sides of here. I'm use my bow dabber just to kind of have that lay in there. Thank you, Vicky. It's a big bow. It's going to be a big bow, Isilia. It's going to, oh, I didn't have it. Hold on. Let me get a pen. For this. Stick it in there. All right. We got 2 more. We got a red sparkly, and we're going to end with stars. Yeah. It's a little tricky when you do that. Like when you have ribbon that have wording on it, sometimes you have to do 1 loop because you don't want the words to be upside down and backwards kind of thing. And you do 1 loop and you'll cut it off. You leave a little stub, then you do the other side. So it's, if I wasn't talking, I'd probably do it a little faster. But because I was talking a lot. All right. It goes a little slower. So this is a right and a wrong side. We're only going to do 2 loops of this. And then we're going to be done with the bow. Look how fat that bow is. Good Lord have mercy. It's a big bow. It's a big bow. This is a Damien bow. He's out in Cali. Good old California. I think that's where he is. Whoops. Hold on. Almost done. The bow's taking longer than it was to make the wreath. Hello? There we go. This is a little stiff on the outside with the sparkles, so... Where's my little thing? Come down there. The more you stuff in, the wider the pegs get too. So that's why I just stick that in there just to kind of hold it down a little bit. It's not like weighted or anything. Hey, Jean. Yeah. What, did I miss Jean? Hi, Jean, if I missed you. Oops, sorry. All right, and we're just going to do this guy on top, and we are done. You know what? You got to hammer them in sometimes. I don't do a lot of big bows like this. But since these guys are little on the one side, if I just did, a smaller bow, I would probably have to do 2 of them. If I did like a Lisa bow or something. But I wanted to just do 1 bow on the side and have the 3 stars. That's my goal at least. Right? And we're going to finish up with the stars on top. Woohoo! Wait a minute. I'm the one, Sally? Wait a minute. Did I miss? Oh, no. Regina, you guys are talking. Okay. Gotcha. I missed parts of the conversation here. You guys crack me up. Oh, look. It's at the end. Look at that. Perfect. It's only going to be 1 loop anyway. Look, I'm grabbing the scissors to cut it, and there's nothing to cut. Oh, well. And it's that. This goes to my granddaughter's school because they use things and make it. So I have a bag. So you're going to hear it on the floor. Sorry. All right. This is one big daddy of a bow. Do I have one of these open? No, guess not. So I got some, good Lord, that thing is in there. Some big long pipe cleaner, twist ties. And hopefully the long one will work around. I only have to use 1. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. Push that up. Okay. So again, you'll see on the bottom there, Susie's mesh roller. That's for the mesh roller that's being hidden right now. Ta-da! Let me move that over there. I use it as a hanging thing here too. Okay, let's see if we can get this all off of here without really screwing it up. And let me get some pipe cleaners. Hold on. And we're going to use, what did I use? Blue? I don't think I have blue. Oh, yes, I do. I heard my chain moving. It was creaking behind me. So we're going to try with just 2 of these together. We can always extend it. So I twist tie them together like that, and then I wrap it around like this just to keep it together. Okay. Wish me luck. So I'm going to bring this, whoops, stay there, Bo. Scoot this up a little. I'm going to move it a little closer to me. Come in the one side. Stay, Bo. Ooh. Oh, I flipped it wrong. There we go. All right. It works. It works. It's long enough. Okay, so you start pulling it up. And look, it stays level. Ah. You pray it stays that way. Because as you slide this around, so it stays stacked, so like a rectangle like this. Do you know what I mean? So it's like this. It's like as if it was still in the pegs. But you don't want to tighten it all the way because we want to stick our pipe cleaners in there. Oops, I probably just messed that up, didn't I? Nope, it still stayed stacked. Yay. All right, so my pipe cleaner's in there. And then I'm going to pull. And believe you me, this ain't going anywhere. I think that's as tight as I can get it. Alrighty. Snip that baby off. And now we gotta fluff it. We'll fluff it to a point tonight. Or tonight. On the fluff box. But once I get it on here, I'll fluff it the rest of the way. So let me find my pipe cleaners. There's a little hook and nail here on the fluff box. So I'm going to stick it in here. Wind it around the nail once, and I usually tuck the pipe cleaner, or if you're using wire, a little bit underneath. So meanwhile, like with this, we're going to pull all our tails down first, get them all out of the way, so to speak. They're not really going to be out of the way. Oops. And once I get this on here, then I'll go ahead and take care of these. So we're just going to fluff this a little bit just to kind of get an idea where things are. I like to keep my ribbons kind of in order. Does that make sense, really? I mean, that's how OCD I am, really. Just to make sure I got them all. Because, see, a bow is hidden underneath here on this one. Go that way. Okay. So this is where you can take it and you can spread it out. And that's what's nice about the fluff box. Because it holds it in place for you while you're doing this. If you're trying to do this by hand, you know, it kind of wiggles all around. There we go. So I have to tell you the story of my life today in the land of remodeling. So I'm down here this morning doing the live, and I see, now they're up upstairs. I'm on the middle floor, right? The main floor. And I'm looking over in my kitchen, which is behind y'all, and I'm seeing a layer of dust. And I'm like, and my throat, it still is a little scratchy, like as if something's in my throat, and you're like trying to get rid of it. It's a big bow. And I'm like, what the heck is he doing up there? He was sanding, you know, the walls, you know, because they mudded and pasted it, whatever. But he didn't put anything to trap it in. So all the dust was filtering down here. Look at, you got half my head all day long. I'm not even paying attention. You got half my head. All right. On there, I just noticed that. Is filtering down. And I'm like, gosh, so I got off my live. I literally wrote, dust me in the floor. Went into my living room, which is right over here. My coffee table was full. I wrote clean me, and I sent it to the builder. He sent back, he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. He goes, I got on their asses, because he must have sent them a text. And I was like, yeah, he should have blocked off the doorway, and he didn't do that. All right, so that's kind of what the bow's going to look like. Oops, my tails are caught underneath there. And then we'll take care of these guys once we get it on. So it's a big bow, y'all. My husband thinks I'm weird because I'll be up here making all these sounds and everything. All right. I'm going to move you up so you can see me. I'll move you back. So prepare. Get all these text messages on here. Oh, be a good idea if I put the stand down, huh? Okay, hopefully you're straight enough. Whoa, it's bouncing on here. Sorry. Hey, Diana, how are you? All right, so this is going to go into my ribbon box. Since that's all, well, we'll go on back on that. Put this away. All right, so let's put the bow on. This is a big bow, Miss Diana. It's a bit, you know, you don't think, I mean, we know we're going to do stars because that's what this whole thing is about. But you think Christmas ribbon? I had some other ones. I have 2 bins over here of red ribbon, red and white from Christmas. And I kept them, you know, out from the Christmas, the real Christmassy stuff. But, you know, look, this is just fun, you know, with the little fuzzy on it, you know, kind of thing. But I'll be here all day doing that. All right, so I am going to stand up. Thank you. It's a big bow. Oh, look at how that's going to look, y'all. You know what it reminds me of? You know when you go to the horse shows or you get the big ribbons? So now we got an idea of how the bow is. Is that how I wanted to do it? Yeah, because I wanted to keep the blue, him to stand out a little bit more so they had the stripes and the stripes. So I will have to add here. Oh, well, how about if I turn it this way? Ah, because then I don't have to. So I don't have to add two ruffles up here, but I will add one here because these two are going to be covered by the bow. Like, you know when you go like to special events and you win those things? So these two I'm going to tie these down or twist these two down since they'll be underneath the bow. My little handy-dandy pencil here. And those are the only two I'm going to tie down like that. The rest are going to stay up. Alright. Done with that. So let's cut one more. Ooh, ooh. Get that on. So I've only used, it's only one roll, really, of this, I think. And let me leave this one behind so I can scoop that down. All right. Oops. Oops. Come back. Come back. Come back. Don't curl up on me. You make the bows look so easy, but when I do them, they are not as easy. Is there a certain wire ribbon that you use? All the ribbon is wired, Kim. I'm not a pro at it. Like we did, that one there that we just did is what they call a terry bow. This is what we call a Lisa bow. So all your edges stay within like a circle of it. There's nothing that hangs down like this one does. But it's, I'm not a pro at it. Whoops, get back up there. There we go. Just play with it and work it. You can do it any way. If you wanted to do two on the bottom, one and then one, then three, then two and one, or you want to keep them all twos, you could do it any way you want. There's no right or wrong, you know? These are at 20 inches. These are cut at 20 inches, sorry. But the more you do it, the better you become. That's the best thing I can tell you. I mean, I sometimes will do a bow. Like I have a wreath I did over there the other day. I call it, it's the crab wreath. And I have a cartoon little picture in there really right now of it. And the only reason why that's in there is because I did the bow and I like the bow, but I need to add another bow to it. And so because of that, I just haven't done it because I did a live this morning and had to deal with the people upstairs. Oh, so I never finished that story. So the workers, all the dust. So when I sent the thing, so he got onto them. So they came down with their little shop vac and he's doing it. And he does one spot. Well, it's all underneath my kitchen table into the kitchen area, you know, my table, my chairs. And I was just like, so I listened and I heard the vacuum stop. So I went over and he's getting ready to mop the floor, like with like a Swiffer thing. And I was like, I pulled out the vacuum now. And I'm like mopping, I'm vacuuming the floor, I'm vacuuming my table, and I'm just like, I have my wreaths hanging up here, and I just got trash bags. And I went, oh, why didn't I do that today? Because now I'm going to have to cover them all in trash bags, take them outside, I'm going to have to shake them all, so I was kind of pissed. Kim, this is a rather large one. What do we use? How many different types of ribbon? 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do we use? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you have to use 8 to get the size, to do this? No. You can use 4, you can use 2, whatever you want. It depends on the wreath. But I wanted one bow on here, so that's why I made it kind of big. But big. Anybody from Texas? You know how they say it's always bigger in Texas? Right? So, now depending if I want it on this side, but I'm putting it on this side so it drapes down this way. So I have 2 poofs here. I'm going to use the one poof as the main one to hold the bow up. If I do it in between here, the bow may have a tendency to sag in here a little bit. So keep that in mind when you're doing your bows. I'm just going to thread this baby down through here. Piping was a little twisted there. Wait, I missed the comment. Hi y'all, God bless y'all. Thanks, Juanita, how are you? We're making a Patriotic Wreath today. What did you say? Is there a ribbon? Have a lot of substance to it. Yeah, Sally, the one thing, like this one here is more of a satiny finish. So these aren't good to do tails with. Even though it's wired on the edges, it will have a tendency, you can see how it likes to flop like that. If you get something, see how stiff this is? This is a little bit more stiffer. This is silky, not as silky or satiny as this, but still, you have to look at ribbons that are like the black ribbon. This is really stiff, this one, and this makes good for tails. So there's like what they call canvas ribbon, there's satin ribbon. You don't want to use grow grain. That's like, you know, when you see the hair bows for kids. Did I miss it? Did I miss it? That's okay, Tina. Tina, you can go, you can replay this when this is done. Right now it says the word live, so we're actually live. Or you can hit on anywhere on here and you'll see 3 little buttons pop up. Hit there and hit save, and then you can replay it and watch it at any time. Okay, so I'm going to stand up again because I want to make sure I got this where I want it. So I'm bringing it through on the back behind here. The reason why I stand up is so I can see it. Now, don't do this. Watch the bow. Don't pull it too much in, okay? You want it enough so that you don't want it loose so it shakes around, but you want it enough so that it stays where it's supposed to be. No problem, Tina. Yeah. My husband came home a little bit later than usual, and the painters, so, oh, I keep stopping my stories. So see, I'm shaking the bow to see if that's where I want it to be. And this is the time you can go and fluff it. Of course, I'm going to mess it up because I'm going to put the signs on it. So we'll hold off on that still. So see, looks like one of those horse ribbons, you know, you win like first place. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. And now we got to put these guys on. Hey, Dawn. How are you, my friend? All right. So the reason why I didn't put the cable ties on the back of these, because they're so thin and so light. I was debating if I should put one, and I think one would hold it because I think 2 is just going to be too much, and I think 1 just in the middle because they're so tiny, you know. I think 1 will do it, and that's why I was debating about it. So that's why I didn't put it on, because I wanted to see the wreath completed more. Thank you, Tina. Hey, Margie. Thank you. Dawn, I have to go back and watch your replay. Dawn was doing a really cool, she had like a rooster. I call it a rooster. It might have been chicken. And I didn't get to see your entire live. She just did a live before me because she came on a few minutes before me. But it looked like it was going to be really cool. So I have to go back and look at that. I did save your video so I can check you out. If I save it, I have more apt to do it than replay. All right. So this is what they call rapid fuse. You can find it in some stores. Walmart may have it. My store here only has it in Joann Fabrics. So, and it's only in one of the Joann Fabrics down in, which is a half an hour away from me. All right. So approximately the center. Let's see, my voice is still a little scratchy from all that dust. Oh, I'm sure it did, Dawn. I thought it was going to be really cool. And the ribbon that you were using, those, I have to get that. I have a sign I got, a rooster sign. 2 actually. And I have to get some like rooster or chicken ribbon. Ooh. This is my top. The reason why I'm looking for the top is so I didn't want to put these on an angle. That makes sense to y'all. I want to make sure I put it the right way. So here's the top. Aren't they cute? The stars again, y'all, came from 3 Crafty Millers. The number 3 Crafty with the C Millers. They are on Etsy. They have a lot. I bought like 9 signs from them. So, and this comes as a set. These guys, a set of 3. And I need some more blue pipe cleaners. Whoops, come here. Ugh. My big old butt. Sit my big old butt down. Now this is going to be top, this is middle, and this is bottom. So these are what they call cable mounts, okay? Oh, Tina, right down below there, you can see it says in pink, it says Susie's Mesh Umbrella. If you click on that, there's a link. It's my affiliate link, and go right on there. And then this is the collapsible one, which is kind of neat. So after you finish with it, oh, I had a green thing over there. You know when you pull things out? So this has 3 rods, so I can go 3 high. You can collapse it down. Oh, I got a pin here. Whoops. And there's a lock. Now there's also a little hook on the back here. So you can put these in either way, but so if you want to hang it on the wall, put it underneath your desk or table. As far as that goes, she came out with a new version of this. This is the one from last year, earlier this year. She came out with a new version. Why can't I ever click on those links? Michelle, you can't click on it? Whoops, I just swiped all the comments away. So if you just click on the link, now iPad may not let you do it, but I just did it on my computer and it comes up. So you don't click on the link, just click on the picture itself. But Michelle, what I can do, if I type it in here, it still might come up with her picture. I could do that on here. Hold on. I'll type it in here too. What's a sad face? Somebody put a sad face. Oh, is that you? So let me put it in here. Whoops. And that way you can see it, and that might make it easier for you too. Oh, why am I typing it? Because I have it saved. Hold on. Come on. And I could just copy. Come on, copy. Copy. Hopefully. Oh, what happened? Paste. Okay, so there I posted it there too. Still won't let me. So I posted it right there for you, Michelle. So that way, if you can't see the link or anything on there, see if that works for you. Or if it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't work on the phone. See, I never use my phone when I'm on these, so I'm either mostly on my iPad. So it could be if you're on your phone then. Okay, so my best bet then to tell you, Michelle, would be to, if you can copy it, just put it like in a note, thing, and then go ahead. There, it just popped up. Who did that? Oh, is it because I wrote it? Oh, see? See if that works. It just popped up there. I did that. Does that work now? You see the big picture that just popped up? Where's my other one? Or just copy it down, write it down, and then just type it in. I don't know why it wouldn't work for you. Oh, okay. The one behind me, my daughter got me that for, she gave it to me for Christmas. So I don't know where she got that one from. And it has these little rods in it, which pop out from behind. I keep my little ones up there. So I don't know where she got that one from. That one can be standing, or it has two little mounts. You can hook it on the wall too. Oh, Michelle, don't right click. Yeah, but if you just use the affiliate link, because then she knows that, like, I sent you. Yeah, do when after the live is over. I don't know, you all. Everybody's phones and things are so different. I don't have any answer why it wouldn't work. I did it on here and it went right to it. Let me see if I press on it. It may not do it on the iPad. I get the spinning wheel, but I don't want to goof up my thing right now. I'll have to try it too. All right, so let's get our little guys up here. So we got one. So let's see where I'm about going to put these little fun little guys. They're going to be cute. You know what, guys? I put the bow on. We didn't even do tails. Oh my God, where was I? Like out to lunch somewhere. Oh my goodness gracious me, Carolynne. You guys got to keep me on track. I threw all my things away. The best thing I can tell you is wait till you get off and then try it. Can't believe I did that. I was so busy about the sign and all. I'm all about stars. I don't want to use red, anything with red on the base, because it won't stand out. I like my red stars. Maybe I'll just do 2 stars. Goodness gracious, Carolynne. What was I thinking? Oh, okay, Julie. All right, so we're going to do 13 inches. 13, 13, 26. We're going to do, see, and I even said we're going to do this on the outside first before I did anything else. And I wound up putting my bow on, but that's okay. So there's 10 on the outside. I just want to do stars. I mean, I could do a stripe. But I like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. The wreath holder behind me comes from Linda Hobby. And she's at lhobby.net, and I'll post hers in here so you can see. Wreath holder. Where's my little doohickeys? There you are. She's at L Hobby. Sometimes her name is easy to remember because it reminds me of Hobby Lobby. I'm sure she probably gets that too. .net. All right, so that's for the wreath holder that's behind me. No, she said it, but I didn't. Wait, whoops, what? Solid white. I do have a solid white, but that's, I'm not a fan of to use this one. Ooh, almost knocked over the whole doggone thing here. Good Lord. This is why I want bookshelves. Michelle, I got the stars from 3 Crafty Millers. This is the white. It's a canvas. It's probably not the best. I don't know. I think it looks so plain. I like the stars. I like the stars. I'm into stars today. I'm into stars today. No problem. Oh, you're looking for some stuff. So like the mesh hole, the wreaths thing, and the mesh holder. Yeah, the mesh roller. Like I said, she has a bunch of different styles that you can get with it. This wreath holder behind me, she came out with a new style as well. It has hole, like I think it's an oval or a round hole in the middle. So if you wanted to reach behind, which I think is pretty wise to do. So she came out with a different one. So look on her website and see if we're singing, kind of thing. I have. You saw what I had the bow on. They call that the fluff box. And this is the spool holder. That comes from Pro Bow the Hand. As far as she goes. The Easy Bow Maker is what I made the bow on today. That you can get at Micheals and those stores and use your coupons for those. Don't buy it from Amazon because it's a lot more expensive. Like $30 or something. No problem, Tina. Yes, Dawn, she is a little, she doesn't like to be recorded. You know how kids are. And lately she's like, oh, take a picture of me and stuff. And she was doing that, and I kind of held the phone thinking, well, let me see if I can record this. Because it's always, you know, just so cute to hear their voices when they're younger. Like that, and when they get older and then they hear it back, they think, oh God, you know, like, why did she recall me? No problem. Yeah, Tina, there's so many things you can get, the little gadgets of sorts. And, you know, just buy what you can afford and what you can need. Like, I have the Bow Dabra, all right, which you can find in the bow section, like over in Micheals and stuff. And I have 2 of the Easy Bow Makers. The only difference between the Easy Bow Makers, and I think they're coming out with another one, I think. This is the same thing as doing this, okay? Same thing. This one here spins so you can make flowers. Like we made these one night on one of my lives, these. And somebody asked me about making these again. I forgot who that was. And I said I would, and I forgot. It just dawned on me. So if you're on here, I apologize, I forgot. Hey, that's my next thing, Linda. 3 Crafty Millers. It's all one word, Michelle. Literally, they have, like, I said, when I was shopping, they had like 1,800 signs. Seriously, like, I got this one from them. I got a bunch. I bought like 9. And these, it says, it's a flip-flop kind of day. And they have it in various colors. But I wanted, you know, to use, I picked the blue because it has the pink, blue, green, orange, black, white, you know, a bunch of summer colors like this. Hey, Charlotte. Then I got, of course, those 3 signs from them. And this is, see, now I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing. I got 2 more signs, and I debated about which one of these. I'm sitting on all my pillows, and it feels weird right now. I got this one, which says Sweet Liberty on it. And if you don't want the words and stuff on them, you can ask them leave it off. But I thought this was like a little kid's, like, you know, when you go to a fair or something. So this is going to be one we're doing. Happy Wednesday, Charlotte. I'm fine, Shirley. How are you? And this says, welcome, y'all. Little mason jar. They put these on the back. You can ask them not to put anything on the back. I didn't realize they were going to do that. So I'll be cutting it off anyway. So it's no big deal. But this is one that we're going to be doing here, a little mason jar. And then I have another mason jar that's looks like lemonades in it, you know, kind of thing with the lemon and all. So I did get a bunch of them. See, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have a frog. Ooh, I love my frog. Sorry. So they have some cute signs. I try to think a little bit outside the box on some things in ordering signs and stuff, just to make them, you know, this is fun, maybe a little, you know, quirky or whimsical, but it's different than just like, here's a sign, you know, kind of thing. Tina, the fluff box and the ribbon holder comes from Probo the Hand. So you can go on her website, just type in Probo the Hand and look for it. And that's really, I love the, wait, I gotta think, what am I doing here? 26, okay. The box is heavy, and like I said, it makes it easy to, you know, when you're doing your bows. But keep in mind, also, do things by hand too, because if that falls and breaks or something, you know, not that it would, because it's always on the floor, you know, make sure you can do things by hand too. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So 7, 8, 9. Oops, I got more of this. Boy, I'm running out of all kinds of ribbon tonight. I may have to do stock. 10. Just put that little bit on there for right now. Oh, Tina, I don't mind. You know what? I didn't really have that much help for me when I came onto this. I just kind of watched a lot of videos, and other people would ask the questions, and that's how I found out. Or I heard them mention something, and I go look. So it's always nice to help somebody out, because you always have to start somewhere, and it's nice to have somebody that you know, is willing enough to help you. I mean, I'm there. I have been doing it by hand for a while. And Tina, that's good. I did, well, you saw how I did that one, kind of by hand. And like I said, I was talking too much, so I wasn't quite concentrating as well. Yes, Joanne, 3 Crafty Millers, all one word. If they're on Etsy, but you got to put it all as one word. And make sure when you're typing it in, they'll have it as, like, if you want to search or you want to have the shop button, and go to shop, because it is a shop name. Some people won't tell you nothing. Well, Tina, I'm sorry if they don't tell you anything, because, like I said, it's about paying it forward. There's, you know, people have private classes, and they do their private classes and forget about other people that maybe can't afford those classes, that are willing to learn and stuff. And I think that's important to, I say the word, don't forget the small people. Not small people in size, but, you know, the little people. Like you say in a job, you know, you get so high and you forget about all the people down here that got you there. You know, I'm not up there yet. Someday, maybe, hopefully. Thank you, Sally. This morning I enjoyed you making the cross. Yeah, the Tina, that took a long time to make that cross. There's a lot of little things in there. But anyway, so I think it's just important, you know, to work with people and talk to people. And, you know, that's what I do. That's what I do. And I have, you know, I'm in a group and stuff too. And, you know, Damon, who is my coach, I'm in his business group, which he has a class going on right now I was supposed to be in, but I forgot all about that. Because I figured he was away and he wasn't going to do it. And I forgot. He probably is still doing it. Oh well, silly me. I'm going to put the blue on the bottom to make it the white stand out more. Because I think if I do it the other way, the blue is going to be so intense. So I like to kind of stack mine up so I don't screw it up when I do it. Thank you. This is pretty ribbon. And you know, even though it's all about stars tonight, it doesn't, they still stand out from each other, the stars. I don't think it's because this is so white with all the color stars. Instead of going like stripes and polka dots or something, or doing 4 types of, you know, ribbon. Yes, I like Damon. I've been working, or not working with him, but working in his classes about 9 months or something like that now, I guess it is. He has a lot to offer and a lot to teach. I'm folding these in half. I'm just doing that to make it easier because I want to put them off to the side here. And if I leave them flat like, I'm going to stick them in a basket, they go flying off the floor. Now and Tina, there are different coaches out there and you can do whoever you want or work with whoever you want. I'm the type of person, there's some people that are in a different bunch of coaching classes. And sometimes, look at that one, came out kind of funky. And sometimes you get so many opinions that you're like, holy moly. You know, it can be overwhelming. And so I'm just choosing to stay with one coach, and that's just me. And I've learned a lot, and I still continue to learn from him, and that's just me. Hello, Miss Janet. Janet, are you just getting on now? Or have you been on? Did I miss your comments? Where you been, girlfriend? Where have you been? You silly girl. Anyway, so I like him. Some people may not like him. Some people like a different coach. It's up to you. That's all I can say. Janet, you're bad, girl. I even went on at 6:45. I'm just giving you grief tonight. All right. I'm just sticking these in here just to let them go flying off the table. Oh, well, good for you. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. Good. Let's move this out of the way. And I got little wire pieces here. Ugh, I hate those because, you know, you step on them on the floor. Lord have mercy. That's all I have to say. Let me move these guys back out of the aisle. I've been making them for a long time, but I've learned something new every day. Tina, I learned too. Somebody does a new technique or a little something, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I kind of like that. And that's all about creating. And it makes it fun. I'm bending these down because I want them to stay more down than going across. Okay, look, I'm whistling like I'm like a dog. Ugh. Yeah, that looks cute. I think so. I don't know about what you guys think. What you think? What you thinking? Start over, Janet, girlfriend. I've been doing. I that live this morning. I think it was a little bit long for me, too, and I know for y'all, it was like 3 hours long when I did the cross wreath behind me because it was like I said earlier, it was like 68 of those little things in there, the little ruffles. And even I did some before I went on the live too. But you know, you talk and that. That's okay, Marianne. Come on in, join us. Meeting new people like you and others. See, Tina, we have fun. Just like and share the page, you guys. If you want to get alerts, go ahead and type the word alert down below, and then in your messenger, you'll get a little alert there. And make sure you type alert in there as well, so you can make sure you're on my list. No, I enjoyed it. Wait, what did I miss? That's right, yeah. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy going on other people's lives. We chit chat, you know. I mean, as we do in the wreaths. And again, you learn something. You see a new way of doing something. Or that, hey, that's a cool way, you know, adding that colored bow in there, you know. And you still learn, because my design may not be what other people do, or their design like what I do. But you know, some people do more primitive or do more rustic, or there's one lady who does, I don't remember her name. She does bicycle wreaths, bicycle tires, you know, without the rubber around it, the frame. And she does beautiful florals and things. And, you know, people do jewelry, you know, and card making or other kinds of crafts. So I enjoy going on all of them. Oh, this morning, yeah. Well, it was long. I will say that. That's probably the longest live time-wise I've done. But I do like how it came out. I mean, not to sound conceited or braggy or anything. I was actually pretty pleased. And when my husband came home, he looked at it and he's like, "Oh, did you make that today?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, he goes, "That came out nice." You know. Hello, Loyana. Is that it? Did I say that right? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, if you guys want to get, oh, it's stuck there. Alerts when I go live, Loana. Go ahead and type the word alert, and then in Messenger, type the word alert again in there so you can get notifications. I did put the bow on first, Janet, and I was a dork. See, I call myself out because I was going to put the signs on, and I totally forgot to do tails, and I went, what? And nobody called me out on it. Which was good, because I called myself on it. I said, what? Where are my tails? So, it's all about stripes and stars. Oh, my thing's going to go flying off. It's funny the way you learn, and great, there are wonderful teachers like you. No problem, Marianne. Yes, you did. Good. Oh, hey, Carolynne. Carolynne, meet Carolynne. Yay, yay, yay. Yay, yay, yay. And another way to make sure you guys get notifications, just tap anywhere on here. 3 little dots will pop up there off to your right, looking at the screen. And then hit the word, it'll say notifications, hit that part. So that way, in case, like I always say, Rosie, you know, goes out with her robot friends. Oh, Leanne, I saw yours. That way, in case that goes on the fridge, you still get notifications on Facebook when I'm going. If that makes sense. I'm not untwining these. I'm just twisting the twist tie around so I can put the tail in. All right. This is going fast. This is a lot faster than this morning, right? All right, last tail. So we're going to see if I'm going to put tails on the top. Might not, because the signs might cover it all. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. All right. Oops. Where's the blue one? Okay, there we go. All right, let's see the signs. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to be out of the picture. Thank you, Janet. It's coming along. It's coming along. It's all about red, white, and blue. So let's see. I got to turn it my way first. Sorry, y'all. Star, star, star. Stars are going to cover it up, so I'm not going to put tails, I don't think, up here. All right. So let's twist this around a little bit. And we're just going to curl this one down. Just a little bit here. And twist this too, because all of these are going to be covered with the stars. Do you guys like my catchy little saying? I put Starlight, Star Bright, come play with me tonight. I know, Sally, I saw your little comment about it, that I rhymed it all. You know that song, was it Starlight, Star Bright, the first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have this wish I wish tonight. Where did you get the cute stars? I got them from 3 Crafty Millers. And it's all one word. They sell on Etsy. So the number 3, and then Crafty Millers. Crafty with the C. Let's see if this will work with just one tie on these. Where'd it go? I think one would work. You're all going to hate me for doing this, because that's going to ruin that bow. Hold on. Now, the pipe cleaners are all back on the back here, like from the bow and all. I go back and I'll go ahead and twist tie those some more, cut them off and tie them, you know, wind it around the bar back here. So just to let you guys know. Now I'm going to tie this off a little bit, and I may have to come back and make it a little tighter. Definitely going to have to make it tighter. Definitely. I got to make sure I get the spacing on these ones right. These are just cutie patooties. Cutie patooties. Yeah. Hold on. Ugh. And the last one down here. Come here, pipe cleaner. Now I want to make sure they're all the same way facing too. Not all going cockeyed on me. That wouldn't be fun. I think they're cute, Tina. I really do. It's just a fun, they're a little whimsical. This one I have to pull a little tighter. It's driving me crazy. Oh, there goes the bow. I give up. I need 2 hands. I need 2 hands, y'all. Pipe cleaners are just so long, which doesn't help matters much. Because you got to thread it and pull it and thread it and pull it. Come on. I still may have to tighten this one up. Oh, I think they're cute. But I think the bow needs to come up higher now. Hold on. The bow needs to come up a little higher. Here's one. Here when you're trying to thread it through and you can't see, you know. Because there's so much mesh and stuff in the way. Hold on, hold on. Almost got it, almost got it. God, I still smell all that dust and stuff in my house. Not happy. Not a happy camper. Oh, so I never finished. Y'all gotta tell me to finish my stories. Yeah, I like the bow up there better. Okay, so the story is they made all the dust, we vacuumed it, then they mopped the whole house. Well, not the whole house, all that. And then they started painting today. So yay for paint. And it's just, it's going to be gray. It's not going to be anything fabulous in color. I had gray there to begin with, so this is a little bit lighter shade of gray, which is fine. You know, so it's not going to be like, oh wow, in your face kind of thing, change. And gray's a pretty neutral color too. And it goes with all my beddings that I have too. All right. So yeah. All right. So what we'll do is this. I'm going to take my cross down that I did earlier today. We're going to put this up here and I'm going to readjust this, okay? So you guys can see it hanging as well. I don't have a pipe cleaner or anything on the back, so hopefully it won't go crazy on me. So hold on. So that way you can see we'll fluff the bow out and cut the bow and everything. And I'll move you guys in probably a little bit closer. Can't move you in too close because I didn't take the box away. That goes down here. Hold on. Look at the light. There is light, y'all. There you go. So, I thought that was my computer phone. All right, so now you're going to see my butt. My butt. No, it's not done, Val. They just started painting today. So it's, they have to paint, they have to put all the tiling in the bathroom, you know, in the shower and the bathroom. They're custom building the, what do you call it, vanity and the sinks, and don't have any lights in yet. So what I'm going to do with this, and excuse my butt, but at least it's colorful. I'm just going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to dovetail these. This is when it's going to fall to the floor right now. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. But I'm kind of one of those people again. I like to go in order, you know? If you want to start at the top of these, you could start at the top of these. If you want to start at the bottom, start at the bottom. It's really no right or wrong. I'm just clipping off so that you can kind of see the ribbon underneath. Cut these just a little bit shorter. And that's what I'm doing. So if we have to add another ruffle in here, maybe we might. Where's the other one? Here. But these are just about having fun. What color comes next? Blue. My little flags. But I still want to keep these rather long. I don't want them too short. But, you know, you just kind of cascade it down. So at least you can kind of see the ones underneath. So now, here comes the fun part, y'all. I'm going to take the ribbon, now that I made a mess all over the floor, and I'm just going to roll these all up, okay? And you can make it as tight as you want. This first one I make kind of loose, so. And because right now all the ribbon is just laying flat, so we want to give it some dimension. Now you can do dimension by just going like this and see how it kind of curls it. You can do it that way as well. This is going to give it a little bit more dimension, and you can pull it out. This is like doing curlers back in the day. We used to do rag curling, so now I'm really going to be telling my age. Oh, beautiful, first time watching. Okay, did I miss something? I'm happy for you, and gray is nice, and pink goes with it. Gray, Tina, I missed that. Hey, Miss Mary, how are you? We used some of your ribbon today. So we're just going to curl these all the way up. Like this, and then I'll show you guys how we'll bring it back down. Oh, see, I missed one. How did I do that? When your room is finished, you should put a pretty wreath above the headboard. You know, my headboard sits really high. So if I do it, it's got to be a smaller wreath. I mean, because it, let's see, I've had this bed now maybe about a year, I guess. And before that, my headboard was lower, so I had a big picture that went across. But when I did the higher headboard behind, it's hard. But I want to put one, redo my fireplace on top, and that's where I want to put one. I do want to have one there. I thought you were saying above the door, because you know in the olden days they have the door transom with the window, so it kind of reminds me of that right now. So now all I do is this, and I can curl these out. This one I squished, and I just wanted a little bit more definition on it, and if these were longer it would probably work a little bit better. But it just gives more dimension. See how it kind of curls? That one kind of creased when I did it, because those are those satiny type ribbons. Did I get them all? I think I did. So it just gives it a little bit more dimension on the bow. And then since I smooshed it all when I turned it upside down. So let's see. I think that came out kind of cute. And you can spread them out if you want them to be more spread out so you can kind of see them all. Oops, this one keeps twisting. Come back here. Why am I missing a red one? Oh, here it is. Oh, I got these two hanging out on the side. I think this needs to be a little shorter. It's hanging in the star's face. We don't want it hanging in the star's face. Let's split those. So what do you guys think? I'm missing comments. I'm sorry. I am paying attention to that. I shouldn't. Hi, Laura from New York City. Where did you get your wreath hanger? This came from Linda Hobby. She's further up in the comments. You'll see it says lhobby56 at att.net. So you can look up further back up in the comments and you'll find it. Hey, friend, just got done celebrating. Oh, yeah, that's right. She's 15 today. Woohoo! It's so cute. Love the stars. Where did you, when finish you put a pretty wreath? Sally, I'm always going to put a wreath somewhere there. You know me. Oh, I just swiped all your comments away. So just look, if you want a snapshot, let's see if I can get this one. See how close I can get so you guys can see. This is for the wreath holder that's behind me. Central New York, yeah. I know where New York is. I'm from New York. Oops, I gotta go up higher. Hold on. Always forget where the camera is. So you guys can screenshot that. If you want to do that, come on up, Carolynne. There you go. Screenshot it. And then you can go ahead and find out where she's got the wreath. I can't go further back because I just got on. Well, now you have the, if you screenshotted it, you have it there. So that's our little guys for tonight. They're so cute. I got to tighten them up a little bit. But I think they came out kind of cute. Yeah, I kind of liked it like that. All right, so that's it for tonight. And I'm going to do the 50 states will be my next one. So I'm going to put it on my table so I don't remember. So I will remember, not remember. So this is listed in my Etsy shop already. I have a star there. So if you see a big star when you go in there, that's where this is listed already. So if anybody wants to purchase it, it is for sale. So go look. Got it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Syracuse area. Laura, my husband's from Loudonville, up there in New York, so really know where it is. Laura, you can't see the card? What I'll do is I'll post it at the bottom here, the comments. I'll post her website for it again for you. That's a wrap. Yes, that's it. Okay, you guys have a nice night. I will see you next time on NonnasNuttykrafts. Bye-bye.